Attention messy TikTokers. Please follow on Rumble for more messy TikTok news. YouTube will remove this page for community guideline violations after one more strike. The link is in the description.
We are here every Sunday. All right. Now, I appreciate everyone who continues to come in every Sunday. Thank you for the support. For the people who've been here since day one and you still rocking with me, y'all the MVP. For the people that just came through and y'all joined the team, we appreciate you. Welcome. Thank y'all for the gifts. Y'all ready to get started? If you ready to get started, let me see the pink bells in the comment section, because I've been patiently waiting to come back. I did enjoy my weekend with my husband last week. We had a great time, but I definitely did miss the show, and I'm happy to be back. So thank y'all for y'all support. Thank y'all for subscribing and sending out the subscribers. Appreciate you. Now, just want to put some things out there. I am taking Cash App messages for $5. A lot is going to be said today. It is some people on the docket that y'all might consider y'all favorite. And chances are some people going to have questions. When that takes place, the comment section get to moving. It is hard to see who's saying what. So this is why I have the Cash App messages. $5 a message for it to be read out. Even if you are subscribed, chances are the subscription, the people who subscribe, the comments still may be going too fast for me to catch them, okay? So for the ones that support the show, don't mind sending a $5 Cash App message. It is appreciated. The ones that pay the $2.99, highly appreciated. All support is appreciated. Whether you tap in, whether you send in a penny or $1, all appreciated. The fact that you're here is appreciated in itself, okay? So let's get to it, y'all. Last week, a lot happened. And my mods are going to let y'all know in the comment section. If they happen to tag you, that means that they appreciate the gift you sent or the fact that you subscribed. So just want to throw that out there. A lot took place last week, okay? So because a lot did happen last week, I'm going to chime in on what took place, because we're not going to drag it out. But I really do need y'all, once y'all hear the names being said, share the live out to them. Understand that in accountability court, just because you on a docket does not mean you have to show up to court. However, it does not mean that the panel will not be open for discussion. I will allow people to come up and speak whatever they have to say regarding the case. If they have receipts that might be credible for what is going on the docket, I will allow that as well. So please do not think because y'all hear your person on the docket that they have to be here. No, I've made it clear time after time. I'm restating this for the people that is new. So if this is your first time in accountability court, welcome. For those that's been here, you already know what it is. The docket must go on. The verdict will still go on, okay? But when you show up, it gives you the opportunity to be heard rather than people just going off the evidence that's presented and not hearing your side and then making a decision on their own. That's your choice, okay? Let's get into it. I want to say, Gen X, if you are listening, I hope all goes well for you and your family. For those that know, no. If you're not aware of who Gen X is, just contact her. Let her know, give her some positive affirmations and leave it at that. When people are going through things, the best thing to do is to send out positive energy. The last thing people going through things need is negative energy around them. Try to learn the old saying of, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. I think we need to pick that back up. Okay? Now, Shay, if you are listening, Shay with the pink hand hearts next to your name, it was brought to my attention that you made an apology video for Glock for the things that you said when you was in court about her. I'm letting you know directly on Glock's behalf. She is asking kindly for you to not mention her name again. Please refrain from mentioning Glock's name under any circumstances. What's done is done. Wish you the best. That's that. I don't know how clear I need to say it. For the people that follow her, share the live to her, tell her what I said directly. Glock wants to be left alone. I'm saying it nicely. Leave it where it's at. Okay? Now let's get into the docket. Last week, a lot has transpired. Keep sharing the live out because I don't want nobody to get missed. Definitely tap the screen. We got to protect the live. For those that subscribed, I appreciate you. Continue to tap the screen, y'all. I really need this live protected because a lot is going to be said today. A lot. So last week, it started out with the people talking about K-Dub was allegedly scamming. Aries called out Tib. The people was saying that Thanos is terrorizing women on TikTok. Rose still got her foot on Kev's neck. When Kev tried to reason with her, she played the Reading Rainbow theme song. That didn't go too well. Okay? Then Aries and Nitra got into it. Aries made it clear that she has not one, not two, but 3 living rooms. So respect her. Resurfaced. They got a video of Trina standing in filth, standing in complete garbage. The home that we were seeing Trina at, again, this is last week. Allegedly, it was so much trash that that's the reason why Trina started doing her videos in the hallway. I'm going in and out. How is it now? Is it still glitching? Let me know. Can y'all see? Is it glitching? That's why I say y'all gotta protect. Yeah, I told y'all this was gonna happen. Keep saying live is paused. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Let me know if y'all can hear me okay. Is it still glitching out now? How is it right? How is it right now?
Anybody and everybody on this app that know me, no, if you call me with the robber, I'm gonna call you back with it. Straight like that. Pastor, no pastor. Master's degree, no master's degree. I don't give a fuck. I know some of y'all sit up here and this y'all's damn entertainment, but this my motherfucking life. This my sister's motherfucking life. This 20 motherfucking life. Y'all can sit up there and watch this like you want to watch Netflix if you want to. But when my name come up in somebody's mouth and my sister's name come up in somebody's mouth and we ain't got nothing to do with it, hell yeah, I'ma say what I gotta say. Y'all crazy as hell, and it is hood TikTok. This shit is ghetto as hell. And like I told Mike, he need to keep my motherfucking name out his mouth, as well as my sister's name out his mouth, because nobody did nothing to him. His ass got ran through. Heartbreaker got her 5 G's, and like I told her on my live, baby, get that money if he dumb enough to give it to her. And because he gave her 5 G's, now he own her? Nah, fuck nigga, get out of here. His ego bruised, she got her money, and now he want to run around talking junk about her. And I ain't no Heartbreaker fan. I'm a girl's girl. Point blank, period. Point blank, period. And he got them pockets ran through. Now he mad. Nah, go sit down. He a mark. That's what he is, Bella. He a mark.
Hold on, cool. 20, you got the voicemail, cause I can't play it. You got the voicemail queued up.
My next question: who has the audio for the people to hear what he said? Because again, y'all are on the side that they are not familiar with.
I do have it, but I want to say this.
Hold on, Bella. Do you want to hear the voicemail of what he said to me after my live, or you want you?
Well, hold on, Tasha. Let me run it back because everybody is confused, right? Last week, we all chilling in a live. Somebody comes in and says, Mike did something that was terrible. He allegedly, there's a video of him saying that Heartbreaker deserved to be, raped by her uncle. And we all like, what? Mike? Mike at this time is on live. He's on his live. He's in there talking, chilling like nothing is happening, right? When Mike's live ends, he comes over to Cool's live. And everybody is like, Mike, what's going on? And he's like, I have no idea. I don't know what anybody is talking about. And that's his words verbatim, right? Again, we still don't know. Cool tells Mike, well, Mike, chill out, get off the app, go about your way. Again, knows nothing. The next day, we hear the tape. We hear what he said to Heartbreaker. That's all that we get. I'm about to play it. Again, trigger warning, because it's disgusting. And this is not me trying to take sides, because I don't have no skin in the game in regards to their relationship. I don't really care. I'm just disgusted that he would say something like this. And I understand what y'all saying, but this is not what it is.
I mean, real quick, I need y'all to tap the screen as fast as y'all can. If you are not subscribed, you might want to subscribe right now. A lot of things that you are about to hear may be sensitive to you. If you had an experience that you might hear, you might want to step out of the room, come back in once the audio is over. But I do not want
I bet.
So please tap the screen. You're not following? Follow this page. We're here every Sunday. 21, I'm ready.
Y'all's arguments are dumb. Y'all's arguments are stupid. Y'all's arguments are irrelevant. Y'all talking about cartel, talking about fucking talking about some fucking money. You talking about emotions. You talking about alignment. But let somebody.
Hang on 1 second. This is the wrong one.
No worries. I just want people to be prepared for what's about to be said. Okay? So they're about to play an audio to back up why they feel the way they feel about Mike DeVoice pertaining to what he said to Heartbreaker.
Emotions. You talking about an alignment. But let somebody talk about your 13-year-old motherfucking life. And all of a sudden, all bets are off. Let somebody talk about the fact that your uncle fucked the shit out of you. Your uncle did some sick and insidious shit to you. Y'all's arguments are dumb. Y'all's explain it.
It's nowhere near that. I'm still waiting.
Hang on.
Now, for the people that's confused on why there's music playing, I guess it's to make sure that the audio doesn't flag anyone that's playing it, because it is some derogatory things that is said. Y'all said y'all also have audio of what he had to say about y'all.
So his voicemail that he sent to Tasha before this message came out. No, actually, this was after. He sent a voicemail to Tasha after the audio came out and we heard it. And then we were discussing it. He says he wasn't listening because we were like, what the fuck? Because then Tasha came in and said, Mike sent me these text messages. So the text messages that you saw from Tasha were right before all of the, when the shit hit the fan, and him trying to explain why he said what he said and say Heartbreaker is about to try to triangulate against y'all. Mind you, it had nothing to do with Tasha and Cool.
I have a Cash App message. It says, how did Mike and Heartbreaker affect your life? I think that question is for Pastor Troy. And then it says, Tasha and Pastor, get your story straight, damn. So that's what the Cash App.
Okay, so once again, I'm going to try it again. How this affect me? When Mike opened his mouth about me.
So Mike held a live about Cool and Tasha,
like, y'all
and a bunch of
weird
other women.
Yes, it wasn't just me and Tasha he called out. He went and called 3 men out, including Cartel. That's what he did. That's how I got into it. Like, I don't understand. What else y'all want to know? Talk about get your story straight? If y'all could sit here.
About what exactly? Huh?
So
what?
Y'all pay no attention to that because they don't know the extent of y'all friendship. Like, they were friends, and then after we had a discussion, even Heartbreaker came in and she explained that they had some stuff going on, and we listened to the audio of him saying, you know, that's why you got that. So he never came and said, explain to Cool or Tasha what was going on. They still didn't know that they had all this beef in the background. Just hearing him say that. Mike.
So hold on, 21. They're asking, why did he say something to y'all? Why did he leave y'all the voicemail? Like, they're asking for context on why he said
because he knew we were going to find out. So what he did, he tried to triangulate the whole situation. He tried to jump in front of it and say, hey, first he sent Tasha the text, Heartbreaker gonna try to come in and do X, Y, and Z to you and cool. Tasha called me and told me. And I'm like, wait a minute, why is he trying to do that?
I know these are
Why is he trying to do
witnesses,
that?
Bella. I know these are witnesses, but us in the comments, we tired at this point. We don't give a fuck. You on
Well, get
our
your
side of
Girl,
TikTok.
drop queen. Take your cowardly lying looking ass on the fuck on. You gonna come up here, it ain't got shit to do with you. Take your ass back over to motherfucking Diamonds Live. Go ahead on with your soft ass talking about people and shit. Go ahead on and mind your motherfucking business. This ain't got nothing to do with you. That's the whole problem. Everybody keep trying to jump in and it has nothing to do with them. You're going to keep trying to talk and I'm going to keep talking over. So in case you don't know, this is what's going to happen. So keep on keeping on and go ahead and mind your business. People trying to get the answers, but everybody wants to keep coming up and interrupting. Go ahead on. Go ahead on. Go ahead on. Go ahead on. Nobody wants to hear from you either, but yeah, you're always talking. Keep it pushing. Go ahead on. Go ahead on. Go ahead on though. Keep on. Keep on. Keep on pushing on. Nobody wants to hear from you, Drop Queen. Go ahead on. Go do what you do. Go do what you do. Go ahead, go ahead. You're jumping cast. Go back to the morning show. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Respectfully, nobody cares. Nobody's defending her. This is the thing that y'all not hearing. Mike brought these two ladies in on something that had absolutely nothing to do with them, and then decided to host a live where he started trying to drag women, particularly these two ladies and others. That's what y'all are not hearing because
I don't think nobody really.
That's fine. That's fine. But go ahead on and mind your business. Go ahead on and mind your business. Because the thing is, if one of your good male friends decide, but then again, you know what? Y'all be backing all kind of trifling ass people. So maybe you wouldn't care. Maybe you wouldn't care. Maybe you wouldn't care that somebody who claims to protect black women all of a sudden turns around and starts hosting a drag live about women who have supported them when they were ill. Maybe you wouldn't care. But I see how y'all roll. So that's why you don't know what's going on. It's not about Heartbreaker. That's the thing. You keep bringing her up. It's not about her. It's the live. It's not about her though. It isn't about her. He's not no fucking mild-mannered man. He's a manipulator. He's a manipulator, and people are falling for that shit because there's a track record and a trail behind Mike. There's a track record and a trail behind Mike of him using women to try to bring out that he's some kind of good guy. But for some reason, he keeps trying to expose people, and then he comes and runs and hides behind shit. The other thing that y'all don't know is, besides, they belong together, because Mike was out here fucking talking about like he was gonna steal, kill, and destroy because he likes negativity, because he likes beef. And there are text messages that show that. There are text messages that show that.
It don't matter.
There are text messages.
Everyone in the jury is requesting that you drop.
Nobody want to hear that bullshit.
Is Miss Drop Queen because we understand her point. Most of them agree with her, but they are requesting that she's dropped. Thank you so much.
All right. Now,
Can I say something right quick?
yes, before you do, I have some messages that need to be read. So one moment, please. Okay. It says, can Peach play the voice messages from nowhere? Petty Row. Hold on. It says, Petty Row, you still mad? Heartbreaker got on your ass. So hold on.
They reported me. I'm a drop. I'll be back.
Thank you. It says Mike and Heartbreaker have made up. Why are they still tripping? It says Mike and Heartbreaker have apologized to each other. They made up. This one says Drop always centers herself. Miserable ass.
And do
Tasha just want to bash someone and leave parts out. This one says Passa and them, did they call out live about Mike first? And that's the messages so far.
okay. So listen.
Let me say something right quick, and then I'm gonna go ahead and drop.
Go ahead, Petty.
First of all, to the punk ass bitch that sent you that $5 cash app, That's what scary bitches do, because you have every opportunity. I go live Monday through Friday. If you have something that you wanted to address me about, you bring your punk ass over there to my live. I don't give a damn nothing about what Heartbreaker said about my child. My child is good. Guess what? We going to pick up her prom dress today. My children are fine and well taken care of. They are healthy and highly favored. Okay?
Big guapo.
So I don't care what a bitch say about my children. So if you feel that way about your children, then baby, you keep that over yonder. But you's a scary bitch, point blank and the period. Put that shit on the docket, okay? Now, second, what the people downstairs keep saying is, if Heartbreaker and Mike apologize to each other, and they have said that they talk to each other every day, why is that an issue, and why is that on the docket? If it is something else pertaining to the three ladies that are up here, what they're saying is get to the point, because y'all dragging it out. Get to the point. If they have apologized to each other and they have told y'all and everybody else that they is cool with each other, they apologize to each other, they talk to each other every single day, then that shouldn't even be a concern about what's going on with the three ladies. If y'all have a separate issue with him, get to that issue and stick to that, and then wrap it up so we can vote. That is what the people is saying, because it's being drug out again, and it really is. It's a big deal to y'all, but if y'all ain't really on this side of TikTok, it's really not a big deal to us, because we is lost.
Okay, so Patty, let me say, why is it's not, it's what you say, quote unquote, a big deal.
I just said, Tasha, you wasn't listening.
I wasn't listening.
You wasn't, because I just explained it. I said it is a big deal to y'all. You still not listening. Because I gave you the answer to your question before you even asked it. You not listening. What I said was, it is a big deal to y'all three women, but on this side of TikTok, we're lost. So it's not a big deal to us. I'm not saying it's not a big deal, period. It's a big deal to y'all because it happened to y'all. But we over on this side, baby, we lost. Y'all got us all over in Egypt somewhere because y'all all over the place.
Shut the fuck up, Patty.
We is lost. I don't gotta shut the fuck up, Tasha. Now, I done been nice to you. Now, if you want me to get on your ass, we can schedule a time and a place. I done been nice to you. Don't do that because you was just trying to call me auntie. Don't do that. Because I can't stand wishy-washy ass people. Don't do that.
No, Patty, this is what I'm saying.
Because don't do that. Don't petty me. Don't petty me.
No,
don't call my name.
No, Patty, this is what I'm saying.
I gave you an explanation, and I said it is a big deal to y'all. It's not diminishing what y'all got going on. What I said was, we are confused like hell. Y'all is all over the place. We confused. That's why we ready to vote, because we are confused. Y'all is all over the place, bringing in stuff that don't got nothing to do with stuff, and we just trying to get to the point.
The thing is, Patty, can you hear me on this? Patty,
who talking?
We're not concerned. This is 20.
Okay.
Do you need
we not concerned about?
Say what? Because they keep sharing a live. Do you need me?
Said, do I need you 21? Oh, Heartbreaker.
No, that's Heartbreaker.
All right, so Heartbreaker, we're discussing what Mike said to you, and these women up here are standing behind you. They feel like Mike was wrong for what he said. It does pertain to you. Would you like to speak on it? Do you want to give clarity that you and Mike is good? We the people don't know.
Yeah, me and Mike is great.
Bingo. That's exactly what I was saying. So why is we even talking about it?
But
Listen,
this is what I'm trying to tell you right now. Go ahead, cool.
Hi, Bella.
I'm trying to tell y'all, it wasn't between what Heartbreaker and Mike. That's not the point.
But that's what Tasha.
But Petty, well, that's Tasha. That's
That is
Tasha.
what
For me,
Tasha
Petty,
came up
Miss
talking
Petty,
about, and
Miss
it wasn't
Petty.
that he disrespected y'all. That's not
He
what
did.
Came up. But no,
He
I am
actually
talking
did.
about that.
You're
I'm talking
not
about that, Miss
listening.
Petty.
You're not.
I am
So
talking about
listen,
that, Miss
Petty,
Petty.
You're not
last
listening to what I
night when
just
he was on
said.
King of Hearts Live, he was
You're not
making veiled
listening to what I
threats
just said.
as if he was going to come for people. I
Exactly.
respectfully, I did hear what you said. I respectfully heard what you said, and I understand
I'm
that
talking
people
about
feel
Pastor
like that. I know
I'm
what you
talking to
mean.
you, Petty, but what I'm telling you
that
is,
people feel.
go ahead,
Now,
man. Go ahead.
that people
I
feel
done
like.
been respectful. Now, I'm not.
I know, but nobody's trying to
nice.
disrespect you, Petty.
And
But I'm trying to explain to you.
With the disrespect, because it's Sunday morning.
Okay,
I've been on
okay, Petty.
vacation, and I done been nice to everybody.
That's
just
wonderful.
wanted
That is
to-
wonderful. But listen,
crying
this is what I'm trying to
now.
tell you. Do you want to
Wait a
hear it, or
minute.
you
Who the
want to hear
victim? I
clarity,
was just
or do you
trying
wanna-
to explain.
If the shoe fit,
Okay.
wear it, ma'am, because you're not listening to what
That's
I'm
not what
saying.
happened though. But that's cool.
You're picking and choosing on what you want to hear. Now go ahead,
What?
21. I am listening to you.
Petty, we heard you.
What?
Petty, we heard you. Do you want me to run it back for you?
No,
Petty, you
but
said
no,
that the
because
people in the
when-
comments
when
are
that's
confused
21, I'm
because
not
they don't
talking- I
understand
wasn't talking to
what
you,
y'all
though.
are talking about and what y'all have to do with it when Heartbreaker and everybody else has made up. I heard you very clearly. I was listening
I
to
understand
you.
that.
I'm trying to
21.
give you the
wasn't
answer.
talking to you,
Can I give
but
you?
I wasn't talking
Okay.
to you though. Yeah, I wasn't talking to you. I heard what you said. But as soon as I say something, before I can finish the statement, somebody has a rebuttal. And clearly they're not listening to what I said. They're listening to respond, not listening to understand what I said. Pastor Troy, I did not say that it wasn't important to you. That's not what I said. You're listening to respond. That's not what I said. You didn't even let me finish, so you don't even know the rest of what I said. But what you repeated was not what I said, ma'am. It wasn't. You listening to respond. Anyway, like I said, we're confused. The issue of it came up. It was the issue between him being wrong for what he said to that lady. That's what I said, Pastor Troy. I didn't say that what y'all got going on is not an issue. What I said was in the beginning, it wasn't. That's not what she came up here for. But again, y'all want to listen to respond instead of listening to understand what somebody's saying. I'm going to let y'all have it. Somebody come get me when Bella do the vote. Because at this point, I got 17 brain cells left, and I'm not finna let y'all take them. I'm going to see y'all later.
All right, thank you, Patty. All right.
Hold on, is this okay if I could say something?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay. So, me and Cool and other women on this panel know Mike on a whole nother different level. It is what it is. At this point, I feel it is what it is. Like I said in King Live yesterday, both of them wrong. There is no excuse for bringing up anybody's unalivened attempt or anybody's saying that you want somebody to do something to their kids. Everything is wrong. They both wrong. They both need to go seek help.
Okay, so Tasha, I want you to hold that thought. Enjoy your background. Just a little noisy, so I'm going to mute it.
They're gonna drop me. If they can drop me.
No, you're good. I just got some messages that I need to read out because I did put them on hold. All right. This message said, he called your shit raggedy. Fuck her ugly ass. I don't know who that was for. Drop Keep Yourself on Diamond Show. Tasha, why are you drunk so early in the morning? Mike violated black women before and they still ran with him. So we acting like Tasha is not drugged up? Petty, it's court. Get over yourself. Go to church. Hawk did the same thing because women push men too. Tasha scared of Petty. They lying and leaving shit out and deflecting. Someone asked, this is not an actual drop. Someone said, drop Petty, inserting yourself for what? It's just a message, not an actual drop. So Heartbreaker and Mike the Voice caused havoc in the streets for views. Tasha got up and put on makeup to be fake. These three ladies on a Mike Hurt Me tour. And those are the messages so far.
So let me make this real clear. Tasha ain't scared of nobody. Tasha is not under the influence or doing anything. I've always said this. I said, hey, I'm being on Bella Court, so let me look real cute. So, because I put on some makeup and did something, you bitches mad. I don't give a fuck how none of you bitches feel. Kiss the pinkiest part of my asshole. Jeez. And you can. Okay? Mwah.
Ciao.
So good morning. Good the fuck morning, y'all. Good the fuck morning on this good the fuck Sunday morning.
Yeah, the Petty.
Lord Jesus. Let's try it out this way. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, all right? When I cussed that nigga out, it was simply because when I went after him, simply because you sat up here and instead of coming in and saying what you had to say about two people, I didn't fuck about the messages, right? You sat in the live, you heard what people were saying, and then you ran and you was like, yo, I'm going to go ahead and hold a live and I'm going to try to sit up here and say stuff about people instead of saying it to them when I had the chance. It was a whole live hell. Had the opportunity to come into that live and be like, hold the fuck up. Y'all fit to call me. Goddamn, you know what I'm saying? This, that, the third or whatever. Y'all talking about me. I don't like what y'all saying. But no, I'm going to get on my live and I'm going to go on my live and be like, hey, so this is who you platforming. These niggas more dangerous than I am, but this is who you want to platform. Do you know this nigga, this, that, and the third and everything else? And that shit was phony as fuck, as I said. And that's, for me, that's the long and the goddamn short of it. Point fucking blank, right? I ain't fuck about the messages. I don't give a fuck about what he said. It was simply the fact that when you had the opportunity, you're gonna lie and say that, oh, no, my phone got factory reset. So I ain't had nobody's number. I couldn't call nobody and tell nobody. And DMing, I guess, was just out of the way. You know, it would take too long to get DM messages and this, that, and the third. But you knew that other people could reach them if you had an actual concern about what it is that they had said about you. But that's not what you did. So you got up here and instead of apologizing, like you said, oh, I just came to apologize. You should have just apologized and moved around. You didn't have to drag other people into what you had going on. You could have just apologized. Hey, I said some fucked up ass things and moved around. But that's not what you chose to do. So because you chose not to do that, then responses were made. Point blank, plain and simple.
Thank you, Petty Rowe. I see that you're back.
Yeah, I didn't come up here for this, but the people is down there telling me to ask you, can they vote? And some of them is saying they lost. So I was gonna say, if the people worried about me being up here and me going to church, I'm going to church at 11:47 a.m. I still got 2 hours, so don't worry about that. Okay, don't worry about it, sweetheart. I am going to church. If you want me gone so bad, I'm going to sit up here till y'all pay Bella to drop me. I got 2 phones, an iPad, and a MacBook Pro. Baby, I can get online, do anything I want to do. Pay Bella to drop me if you that pressed.
But they going to have to wait because you are on the docket for the Petty and Eb situation. You and Eb ready? So
damn.
Yeah. So no, it don't work like that. If someone is on the docket and their case hasn't even been heard yet, you cannot drop them. Now, once their case is heard, you heard enough, then you can drop them. But how the fuck they going to get their testimony if y'all pay to drop them early?
Well, I'm gonna sit up here then. I'm be mad, ho. I'm gonna sit up here. I'm gonna go on mute.
Well, go ahead. And here we go.
I'm gonna drop because Petty up here. I'm gonna go ahead and drop. If y'all don't shop Petty Collections, then Petty Bro Collection, then go ahead and shop that. I'm gonna just go ahead and drop because I ain't doing this shit with y'all ass. Kiss the pinkest part of my asshole. Seriously.
Child. Let me.
So
I'm
go
gonna say
on.
this because I'm gonna drop Joker.
Okay.
And I'm tired. I don't do this shit on Sundays. Y'all can feel however you want to feel. It is a personal issue. When you friends with somebody and then they do something that is really fucked up, that then leads you to believe that they are not the person who they say they are, and then you find out that they've been saying hideous things to someone, and granted that is their relationship, but at the same time you say that you are a supporter of women, but although last night you change your tone and you say, I never claimed to be a hero. I never claimed to be a person who is a protector of black women. Meanwhile, one of the first videos that you have is talking about keep black women's name out your mouth. It's the first video that comes up. And you constantly call us sisters. You say we your sisters and everything else. But then you would turn around and then make threats at us. Threats that you haven't even made to men. As if you gonna drag us or you're gonna do something to us if somebody mentions your name. You're a pick-me. You were trying to get picked by those men because you thought that if you dragged Tasha and Cool and brought up Trina and brought up Tea Time and brought up all of these women who were confused about your behavior, that you would be able to get some attention and get tag team on to another team of men who also don't like women. You're showing who you really are. You thought that by dating Heartbreaker, you would have the opportunity to be able to manipulate her based on her reputation and then be able to say that you tamed her. But what you're not dealing with within yourself is that you got a whole lot of hurt and a whole lot of other bullshit that you really don't like women the way you say you do. And that is what led you to do what you did. So for me personally, and I'm pissed off because you tried to drag Cool into it and you know she's sick. And I'm not even going to say that she's sick. You know that she's surviving with MS. That's what pissed me off with it, Mike. That you didn't call, that you didn't say, hey, Cool, because when your ass is down bad and you haven't, and people picking on me, people messing with me, Cool, my mental health ain't well and everything else, you get on the phone immediately and text, call Cool on her reputation and then be able to say that you tamed her. But what you're not dealing with within yourself is that you got a whole lot of hurt and a whole lot of other bullshit that you really don't like women the way you say you do. And that is what led you to do what you did. So for me personally, and I'm pissed off because you tried to drag Cool into it and you know she's sick. And I'm not even going to say that she's sick. You know that she's surviving with MS. That's what pissed me off with it, Mike. That you didn't call, that you didn't say, hey, Cool, because when your ass is down bad and you haven't, and people picking on me, people messing with me, Cool, my mental health ain't well and everything else, you get on the phone immediately and text, call Cool any time of night to do that shit. But you couldn't call her and say, hey, I was heartbroken about this. And not only did you do that, you triangulated somebody else who none of us get along with, Crowned, because I name names, into the situation to make it even more so like all of these women to be against Heartbreaker. You tried to get us to mount up and attack that girl in your personal situation. So as much as you're saying that people are attacking you because of what your situation is with Heartbreaker, it's still devastating for us to hear some of the things that you did. Because even though y'all had words back and forth, throughout that, based on what I've been hearing in that relationship, you are being a manipulator. And you need to go deal with your shit. And when Joker was talking to you and you were sitting up there looking all apologetic and you tried to pull them fake ass tears, you were being manipulative again. And even last night when you were on King of Hearts Live and you were saying, oh, everybody's picking on me. I don't know why everybody's so mad and everything else. And then after your fake ass apologies again, you say, well, if somebody say something about me, if somebody bring up my name, I'm coming for them. And you know who the fuck you was talking to. You was talking to women.
You want to stand up, huh?
You batch made.
You want to stand up?
You're soft as fuck.
You want to stand up?
You a hoe ass nigga.
You stand up?
That's what you are. And it's coming out of my mouth. This ain't behalf of nobody else, Mike. I got a problem with you because you fucking attacked my sister. That's why I got a problem with you. So I'm warning you to stop doing the bullshit that you're doing, because what you did to Belladonna, what you did to Bodat, the other lady with the B name, I'm sorry, I can't remember her name because I'm pissed right now. But you've been doing this. You have a history of starting shit with people and then running back over to women, trying to get them to protect you. And then when they see you for who you really are, you start this little crying bullshit and you put your hat on and you put your poppy eyes on and you say, oh, I don't know why everybody's so mad at me, but you're doing shit behind the scenes. You do shit and hide your hands. And that's what makes you a bitch ass nigga. And I said nigga. And if you want to come for me, you can. Because I'm not worried. Not one bit. And the drag is going to continue. So as far as anybody who thinks Mike is innocent and everything else, you can keep thinking that. I don't really give a fuck.
Okay.
But I bet you won't do it again. Mention Cool's name again. The drag will
hopefully
continue.
he doesn't. Okay, 21, just give us 1 second. As an unofficial court reporter for you, Bella, I've taken some notes. The people would like to know if we should throw this case out. One, because the court is compromised. Ms. Tasha did come up and start with very derogatory voice messages from Mike the Voice. We have, the court is definitely compromised. I do not think we should vote on this case. So we do need a point of order in here, because this is definitely turned from, a guy that has gone against his friends to him and Heartbreaker and back and forth. There's no order in the court, and we would like to just throw this case out. Thank you very much.
Thank you for acknowledging that, because Heartbreaker acknowledged in the court that her and Mike did mediate. So there would be no need for a vote. So the case pertaining to Mike and Heartbreaker has been thrown out for the courts today, and we are going to proceed forward. Please continue to tap the screen. If you are not following the Bella Leone show, go ahead and follow. If you are not subscribed, please join the team. We are here every Sunday, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I have a live goal. If you want to send any gifts, it's appreciated. 1 penny, $1 is all appreciated. The taps, the share, it's appreciated. Thank you for the support. So it's time for us to move on. I do have some messages. The message, it says, they let that country bumpkin petty check them. So country bumpkin is what you were trying to say? All right. Can we respectfully say both Heartbreaker and Mike the Voice are clout chasers? Someone says she must have a pink ass like a baboon. And then someone said they came up here for clout from Mike and Heartbreaker. All right. Moving right along. Jesus. So that was the situation.
Was my feelings supposed to be hurt because they called me a country bumpkin? I need to know so I know whether I need to go cry and slide down the wall right quick. I'm just trying to see was that supposed to hurt my feelings.
All right, so we're going to move along. The people wanted to have Nitra on the docket because she has a moderator in her space that has allegedly unalived his own child. There is an article that discusses what happened. Apparently, Mrs. Nitra knew about this issue since last year, but we, the people, knew nothing about it. And she made it clear that her moderator is on a mental break, so that's why he has not been in her space lately. However, the people did want that situation on the docket. I do not believe that Mrs. Nitra is going to come and speak on that situation. And I definitely don't think that the moderator that is in question is going to speak on it. All right.
Hey, Mama, good morning.
Morning.
I was just coming up to let you know I'm not the grammar police or anything like that, but it's not allegedly. That nigga did that shit. Y'all have a good day.
All right, well, thank you. Appreciate the information. So the article says that the child was harmed at the hands of his father. Apparently, the child was removed from the home previously, and then the state gave the child back to the father because apparently he was going through the classes and doing what he was supposed to do to get the child back in the home. But apparently, shortly after the child was about 2 years old, do not quote me on this information, but the child had some type of previous bruising on his body, and it mentions something about the child being shaken. But he was in jail for, as a matter of fact, prison. Let me be clear on that. He did serve time. He served 7 years. So again, this is all public record, but it was mentioned that the people wanted it on the docket because the conversation has been coming up about who they have. Hey, Gen X, I see that you subscribed. Thank you. And again, my heart go out to you, Gen X, and your family. And I hope everything works out for you. So the people was upset with Mrs. Nitra, excuse me. Because Mrs. Nitra was very opinionated on who we should have in our spaces. But apparently, none of us, at least for me, and the ones that were shocked to hear the information, none of us knew that this man committed those acts to his own child. Some say that he had put up a post acknowledging that he missed his son, but they felt like it was strange for him to put that post up knowing what he did to his own child. So that is why that ended up being on the docket. For those that are aware, I do not believe that that was okay at all. The past is someone's past, but when it pertains to children and certain things, I stay away from it. It's wrong. I do not agree with what's going on. I wouldn't want someone like that in my space, especially if I knew. It's one thing to not know, but to know that you have those type of people around you. For my peace of mind, I'm just like, look, ain't no love lost, but I have to set boundaries for my space. So, no, as far as continuing to be a bailiff in my space, those ties are officially removed. I don't need certain things that other people have going on to put a stain on my name, because then it looks like I agree with what they have going on outside of my platform, and you're not going to make me look bad because of what you get into. That's not cool. So I have to draw a line and say, yeah, no. Once I found that information out, now you guys stay over there. I can't do that. I can't have my reputation ruined because you refuse to do what's right. I'm not doing that. And so we're going to continue to tap the screen up. I see y'all getting these taps up. Thank y'all for subscribing. Thank you for sharing it. Thank you for gifting. Drop the pink bells in the comment section. I appreciate your support. We are here every Sunday. So when it pertains to Nitra, this poll, so we can move on with the next case, is Nitra wrong for moderating someone who unalived their own child? Smiley face yes, sad face no. Is Nitra wrong? Smiley face yes, sad face no. Is Nitra wrong for having a moderator in her space who caused physical harm to his own child, which resulted in an unalived child? Smiley face yes, sad face no. Is Nitra in the wrong? Smiley face, yes. Sad face, no. As y'all can see that there are some people that do not believe that she was in the wrong. I keep telling y'all, if y'all want to know how people really feel, the verdict speaks for itself. Less than 10 seconds. 616 people concluded that Nitra was not in the wrong, but 33 people felt like Nitra was wrong, but 33 people felt like Nitra was not in the wrong. So when y'all wondering what your peers think, what's going on TikTok, this is why we do accountability court. It's not even just about the cases. It's about what the people you are interacting with, how they really feel about you. You want to know how they really feel? Pay attention to the verdict. Okay? Now, we're going to move on to the next situation, which regards into I Speak versus his ex-wife. All right. Yeah, I know this is because, again, this is people who was married that no longer share a union. I'm married myself, so it's kind of hard talking about these type of cases. Their relationship was very public, very loud. Quite a few people was familiar with who they were. One moment, y'all. K-Dub.
What up, though?
What's good?
So, I just got a text message that I'm on the docket. I told your ass you gonna have to issue a bench warrant for me. What happened? No, I'm really just getting up for real. I've been up like 20 minutes. What's going on?
It's all good. The people have voted that your ass ain't scamming, so you good. That is no longer. Mm-hmm. They said that bullshit is out the door. So you good. The people chose you.
I appreciate it. All right, I'm gonna go on here before they change their mind.
All right, K-Dub, thank you for stopping in. Yeah, she was late for court. See, this is why we be putting out bench warrants, because of shit like that. All right. So when it pertains to I Speak and his ex-wife, allegedly what was going on, and yes, y'all might want to subscribe to chime in on this one. Keep tapping. So I Speak and his wife, ex-wife, might as well say, they ended up getting a divorce allegedly because the wife was insinuating that he chose social media over his family. The ex-wife is now speaking up on some things that has transpired in the marriage. There is people that is insinuating that I Speak was not faithful to his ex-wife. There is people that is insinuating that when there was a award show that had took place with TikTok, that I Speak left his children with a stranger to go attend that award show. And apparently the woman that he was cheating on his ex-wife with accepted a reward on his behalf, although the wife was in attendance. So now we fast forward. Apparently there's some type of court case that's supposed to be happening this month to finalize some things or whatever the case is. But the ex-wife is speaking. If y'all want to share the live with her, you may, but it does tie into what's getting ready to happen next, which is Petty Row and Eb Ready getting into it. And from my understanding, the people were saying that Petty Row got into it with Eb Ready because Eb was one of the people that knew I Speak was not being faithful by his ex-wife, and Eb sat back quietly and didn't say anything, didn't step up to tell him he was wrong. This is all alleged. Okay? Petty Row, would you like to chime in?
Yeah, I reckon so. I'm here. So I wasn't just talking about Eb. We were having a conversation about I Speak and how Tasha said that he did not come and get the kids for spring break. And I was saying how he wasn't doing nothing. There was no excuse for him not to get the kids, because that is when he did that 24-hour live to get like 4 million likes or something like that. So he was on live. And I stated that Eb was at his house. She was in the background. So how is it that you have time to have your friends over, but you didn't have time to go and get your kids for spring break?
This is recently?
Yes, like last week or week,
Oh, thank
was
you
it
for
week
highlighting
before.
that for the people.
It was week before last then. So he had the 24-hour live to get 4 million likes or whatever. Eb was there. She was all in the background. How is it that you have time to spend time with your friends, but you did not have time to go and get your children and spend time with them? That's what my point was. I wasn't dragging Eb. I wasn't doing none of that. I was just making note of he had time to do other things, but did not have time for his children. Now, then other people started asking questions. Well, is she homeless? Is she living with him? Are they hunching? Now, some of the stuff I did not know, I told them they would have to go ask her. What I did say was I saw a video of her tossing and turning on an old 1932 green couch in a hotel in a video. And then she went outside on the balcony and busted out crying. So I don't know if that means she homeless or not. I don't know. But that is what I saw. I wasn't dragging the girl. I didn't do none of that. But then she proceeded to go onto Kaylin Easley's live and say something about me talking about her when she had every opportunity to come to my live and question me about what I said. So that's how we ended up getting into it. Because why you calling my name over in somebody else's live when you could have came to my live when I was live and said what I said and asked me about what I said?
So it says, in the last 4 years, I Speak went from sugar to shit. And then I do have a question though. So maybe why? I'm trying to ask a logical question. What does being on TikTok to get 4 million likes have to do with getting your kids for spring break? He couldn't do both?
That's what we trying to figure out, but he won't answer the questions. He won't answer the real tough questions. So we don't know. I mean, it would seem that he would be able. I mean, he got more than one bedroom. I would assume. What's up, Tasha?
Hold on.
Question: is that wife?
Yes,
I am.
That's Tasha.
Hello, this is my first time engaged.
I'm going to make this. All right, give me 1 second. I'm sorry. Let me make this really quick. I hope I am not echoing. I am protecting my peace. I am about to take my kids out. But I just want to come up here really quick and just say this. The whole reason and why I was not going to come up here is because, yes, there is a court date coming up. I do not know what, and I don't know what he may or may not try to use against me, because I did do my live over the weekend. However, I was not the first person to put the divorce out. Let's clear this up. I was not the first person to put this out. This was already put out from him January 7th. So from this point on, I tell people this: if you want the tea, if you want everything, the llamas have it all on their pages. This is not nothing new. So with that being said, y'all can go to the llamas page and see everything.
She ain't lying.
But what I'm not going to do is I will also say this.
The narratives that are out there about me since I said what I said over the weekend is bullshit.
Can you tell us what's been said?
It's been said that I'm mad that we are divorced because I gotta work. I like working. I like making my own money. It's been said that I'm angry and bitter, and I don't care about none of that. Do what you need to do for your children, and I don't care. That is it. The whole purpose and why I finally spoke up was for peace of mind of myself. How does she fit into it? Simply put, you cannot call your space a call out space or an accountable space, but then sit quietly while certain other things are done by your friends.
Were you and Eb ever friends?
I would have liked to consider that we were at one point. So
I do have, only question I have, do you believe that the people around
I
him...
called out everybody. Let's clear this up. I called out everybody. What I literally said was, you cannot sit in the background knowing what's going on, knowing the lies that was told, and not say anything. It was not all directed towards her. Everyone made it directed towards her. I never personally made it directed towards her. Everyone else did. I never personally made it directly towards her. And if anything, if y'all were in my live, y'all would also know, I've said repeatedly, this has nothing to do with her. This has everything to do with him. I made that point clear multiple times. This has nothing to do with her. This has everything to do with him. But people like to take what I say and turn it around and make it into something it's not. I said it multiple times. I was not the person that brought her name up. Other people brought it up. And I said, we are not talking about her. We are talking about him. The comments love to derail things and turn things into everything else. I said, this is not about her. This is not about her. This has nothing to do with her. This is about him.
So how did she insert into the situation?
People mentioned her.
Okay.
And kept saying, oh, well, why? Oh, he had such and such over there. Oh, he did such and such with such and such. Why y'all not saying? People in the comments brought her up. And I said, this has nothing to do with her. This is all about him. I don't know how many times I had to say that. Everything I said was strictly about him. The comments mentioned her to be messy. And I said, this is not about her. This is all about him. This is all about him.
So I do have a question. Do you believe that the people around him just simply did not hold him accountable for the things that they know he might have been doing wrong? Because I don't have no proof if they knew he was...
I don't personally know what they did and did not hold him accountable for. I don't personally know what they did, what was and was not said. I don't know. For me personally, once again, this is not about everybody else. This is about him. And I get to a point where when you see certain stuff pop up, and go ahead and you're watching it and you're on the other side struggling, all eyes on you. You're good, baby. You good. I'm not upset with nobody. I'm not angry at nobody. And the other thing that I want people to understand is that Nobody's obligated to not talk about the situation once it's made public. If y'all know, I've said it multiple times, I'm not upset. Y'all host the lives, y'all say y'all opinions, I get it. All of this stuff is public. It was never meant to be public, but it was made public, not by me. I've only ever defended myself. I've only ever defended myself. I'm not a drama person. None of that. I don't know what they held him accountable for. He's a grown man. He's going to do what he wants. My issue that I have is when you sit and watch, you can go live for 24 hours, but I offer to bring the kids to you. And I literally.
He had no legitimate reason to why he could not watch them. Did he mention he was working? Is this considered his place of?
He said it's a no-go, and that he may not been able to get off.
Okay.
He just said it was a no-go, and I offered to bring them to him. So as far as the divorce being made public, I did not make it public. As far as the comments of people saying that they did not see him talking bad about me, it has been said that my unalivement attempt was fake. My mental health was fake. I've been called a liar. I've been called a thief. I've been called a manipulator. I've been called lazy, complacent. I've been called every name under the sun but a child of God.
And just to be clear, this is all from what I Speak has said?
Correct. Correct.
She ain't lying. I was there.
That was my next question, but can you prove he said these things and done these things?
He did it on live.
He did it on live. He did it on live January 8th of 2023. He said there is no way that I could take 30 pills and be able to walk downstairs.
Envy.
Yes, baby.
Envy, I have one question. Isn't your ex a military man?
He is.
Isn't he still military?
He still is.
Why aren't you beating his ass up in the military? Why aren't you getting him in the military? Don't get your divorce until you hit him in the military. Do not get that damn divorce. Don't sign them damn papers.
I am already
I'm trying to tell you what I know.
No, I understand that. I'm already divorced. I've been divorced for 6 months almost.
Damn. Shit. Sorry, y'all. My bad. I didn't mean to say that out loud. Damn. Man, you could have crushed his ass in the military. I'm trying to tell you. I could have helped you do it, but I'm just saying.
When the divorce
Let me mind my business.
happening, y'all, I just wanted to be done with it. I just wanted to be gone. I just wanted it to be over. I just wanted to be back home with my family. That's it.
Damn it. Okay, that's all I had. So.
It's nice to hear you.
I'm gonna be honest. I just wanted peace and I wanted everything to be over. I just wanted shit to be done. I wanted to be back home.
Yeah. I get that. I get that. But being a military spouse, because I used to be one,
to be done with it. I just wanted to be gone. I just wanted it to be over. I just wanted to be back home with my family. That's it.
Damn it. Okay, that's all I had. So.
It's nice to hear you.
I'm gonna be honest. I just wanted peace and I wanted everything to be over. I just wanted shit to be done. I wanted to be back home.
Yeah. I get that. I get that. But being a military spouse, because I used to be one, I know our rights as a wife. Okay, I know our rights as a wife, and you wouldn't even be talking about this right now.
But
You wouldn't
Jen,
even be talking
we
about it.
need to know,
Yes,
were
ma'am.
y'all married for at least 10 years?
No. 8.
Damn.
8 days. Damn. Shit. Fuck.
When
Okay,
he
well.
asked for the divorce, I didn't fight him on it. I just signed the papers. My mama
Yeah, you
always
should.
told me, you don't allow somebody to show you more than once. They don't want you.
Yeah, you should have held out for 2 more years.
I didn't care.
I'm still married to mine. I ain't
I
getting rid of his
wanted it
ass
to
until I get what I
I
need.
don't think y'all understand. I wanted it to be done. I wanted it to be done. I wanted to
I
go
understand.
home.
I understand.
So
I
Tasha,
wanted to go home.
Tasha, I want to ask you directly. Do you believe in your heart and your mind that he chose social media over his family?
Yes. There are people out here who known us before TikTok. There are people who knew us before TikTok, who knew him before TikTok. There are people out here who literally watched him change in between it, watch the change. I just had a friend call me yesterday with good news and asked me some questions, and they literally was like, that's not the man I know. That's not the man. Like, I used to look at y'all relationship. I'm sorry, and I'm about to cry.
Take your time.
They're like, I used to look at y'all relationship and want what y'all had. I saw how happy y'all were. I saw everything underneath the sun, and I wanted what y'all had. But who he stands as now is not the same person. And I've said this before. The man y'all see on social media is not the man I fell in love with a long time ago. I don't know him. He's a stranger. He's a stranger. That's not the Anthony Isaiah Highland I know. And that's not me doxing his name. He's put it out there. I don't know that man. And I get, yeah, everything ain't for everybody. But at some point, when you have everybody else telling your story, but you're supposed to sit back quietly and not say nothing, it's not fair. It's not fair. So everybody else can speak on my mental health but me. Everybody else can talk about my divorce but me. Everybody else can say something but me. How is that fair? For over a year, my life has been made public while I sat mute. So at what point am I supposed to speak up? At what point am I supposed to be able to speak up? And can somebody answer me that question?
To be honest with you, my question was, why didn't you speak up when he was talking about it? Why weren't you talking about it? Were you trying to give him grace?
I have 3 beautiful children that I never wanted them. The internet is forever. The internet is forever. And for a long time, I did not say nothing because I wanted to protect them. It is not fair that even now, later on down the line, they're going to see this. And I'm going to have to explain this to them. I'm going to have to explain to them why they see what they are going to see. This shit is forever. But in them getting protection, he got residual protection. I don't know if y'all know, but when you protect your children, you ultimately can end up protecting the other person. He got the trickle down residual protection because all I wanted to do was protect my children. So while everybody's getting protection, Tasha's getting slaughtered. And somebody said to me, you don't think your children are going to ask you why you allow him to say, or why you allow people to say the things that they said about you, and you sat quietly? So either way, it's a double-edged, it's a lose-lose situation. If I speak up, my children are going to see this and they're going to question. If I don't speak up and they see it, they're going to question. So at this point, it's a scale. What do? No matter how I look at situations, I'm going to have to explain it to my children. So do I explain to them why mommy didn't speak up and held her tongue? Or do I explain to them why mommy stood her ground? All of this is a balancing act. There's no playbook on how to be a parent. All you can do is the best that you can freaking do. And I am at a point where I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. So yes, I finally decided to speak up because it's very heartbreaking to see. It's very heartbreaking to see certain things on social media. But then you look at your children. You look at your children and they're not getting the same attention that other people are getting, and they're his children.
Now, I do have a question, Tasha. Were y'all having problems before he became a content creator on social media?
The normal marriage problems. No marriage is perfect. Marriage is up and down, give and take. You're not there. You show me a perfect person. You show me a perfect marriage, and I'm going to show you somebody with a bunch of skeletons falling out their goddamn closet. The normal shit. You ain't gotta pick a side. I'm not asking nobody to pick a side. But if one person is allowed to speak about something, why should not both?
And that is a great question that Tasha is asking. Why was it okay for him to say the things that he said about her? Why is it that now that she's speaking up for herself, that she's being deemed as problematic? She is asking a valid question. Why didn't he consider his children when he was speaking on the mother of his children? She's asking valid questions. No one thought how this affected her. It was solely about his image and his reputation.
Because the reason that all of this even came out is because he was trying to get a lick back. Okay. Me and I Speak had got into it or whatever. He was upset because I said I don't got no friends. It was a whole mess, right? So we kind of got into it. That's how me and Eb got into it. And for those of you saying, so is it Eb and I Speak against Petty Row and Envy? No, that's not the case. Me and Envy are not friends either. We're cordial and we're respectful to each other. I don't got no friends on this app. I've been saying that since day one. I have my own axe to grind with I Speak and Eb, okay? It don't got nothing to do with Tasha. But he did it as a get back under the guise of he did it under the guise of I knew they were getting divorced and I was going to leak the information because I was mad at him. That was a bald-headed lie. I never knew anything about their marriage. We never had any kind of discussion. I never asked him any questions about his marriage. Like, we never had no conversations like that. But he went on to do all of this under the guise of Petty is getting ready to release all this information, so I'm going to release it first. And Patty, I never knew.
So, Patty, let's backtrack. January 7th, Petty sent me and this is the thing, like I've said in my lives before, there are certain dates that are triggers for me. Because when something good happens, something negative also happened to combat that positive. January 7th, Petty messaged me on Instagram saying basically she wanted to work with me essentially. I felt weirded by it. Because the previous day, him and her had got into it about the whole friend situation and they had a falling out. So when Petty messaged me the next day, I felt weird because I'm like, y'all just got into it.
But we had been into it before that, though.
Me and Petty had our conversation about, we already had our conversation about that, to where she said, I understand the timing was off, but I genuinely wanted to help. We've apologized to each other as far as that grown woman to grown woman. We already apologized that. I went to him and had a conversation with him about Petty messaging me. And I said, I feel weird because y'all just had a falling out. Go back to me.
Continue to tap the screen, y'all. Thank y'all for the taps. We got a million likes.
I'm sorry. I said I feel weird that she was messaging me, so I don't like that. So he then said, okay, is it cool if I say something? I said, sure. I'm referring to him saying something about Petty messaging me. I went to go do my makeup class. I hosted my very first makeup class that day. And this is why I'm saying to y'all, that's why it's a trigger for me. I went to host my makeup class. In the mix of my makeup class, a couple of my friends left. He could lie, but at the time, there was still no issues between us. He could lie, but I felt weird, and I told him, I feel weird, I don't want to be involved. If you want to know my exact words was, I feel weird because y'all just got into it, and other people have tried to use me against him or have attacked me for him. That was the whole thing. I felt weird. I know y'all fell out. I don't want no parts in this. I've been attacked. My kids have been attacked. Everything he does, when people are upset with him, it comes and trickles down to my children and me. We have been thrown across this app, not because I'm involved in drama, but because of him. And I did not want to be a part of whatever the fuck was going on. He went live. I went to do my makeup class. The live was at about 1 p.m. Hawaii time. I did not find out about him telling the world we're getting a divorce until 11 p.m. Why? Because my friends, who he said are not my friends, held it from me until I was done with my makeup class. They knew how excited I was about this makeup class that people paid for me to help them do.
Oh.
My friends dropped from out of the Zoom class. They came back and they said, everything's good. Everything's good. After the makeup class, I went live, boosted about my class, and then I found out later on that night that he had told people we were getting a divorce. And that I knew he was going to tell people we were getting a divorce.
So he's lied about that?
Yeah, and there is a text message proof that was written that says, I'm going live to talk about the divorce and Tasha knows. That was a lie. I did not know because that was none of y'all business. That was nobody's business on this platform. When he released that information, January 7th of 2023, we had already been in the mix of the divorce. We had already been in the mix of the divorce since like December of 2022, January of 2022. We already were going through the divorce for almost a year. He came and told everybody. And then the next day, I started a live to defend myself and let it be known that I didn't know he was going to do that. It was none of y'all business that we were getting divorced. That was nobody's business that we were getting divorced. And the whole time, he was on his live bashing me. The whole time he was on his live bashing me. And even in that live, I said, do not use me to hate that man. If y'all got an issue with that man, take that up with that man. But do not use me as a means to why y'all dislike him. My personal shit is my personal shit with this man. My personal shit is my personal shit with that man. What we go through personally was never for y'all to know. He came and told it all. And all I did was defend myself.
Someone in the comment section said they didn't even know he was ever married. Did y'all make content together? Did you ever show up in his live?
Originally, those that was there from the beginning, from 2020 all the way up until probably going into 2022, didn't know. They wouldn't know. We were very public. I was in his lives. I've been on, it's a lot of people that knew we were married, but towards that 2022, that's when the videos started to stop. That's when you noticed less and less I was on his lives. I've heard, y'all not the first person that said, I've heard it before that people say they didn't know he was married. That's not the first. Slowly but surely, he blocked me. I've been blocked for some years.
But he blocked you off of his page before the divorce even happened?
I've been blocked since probably 2021. When we went to the Blammies, we were already kind of on outs.
Can I make a clarification right quick? Somebody in the comment was asking about me messaging Tasha. I messaged Tasha telling her that I would front the money for her lash business. I went on live and told everybody she stole money from him to start her lash business and basically was not supportive. So my offer to her was that I would front the money and be a silent partner. I didn't want my name on nothing, my face on nothing, none of that. I would just front the money for her to re-up and do whatever else she wanted to do, right? We'd make some kind of contract where she would pay me back slowly with a little bit of interest. That's the only thing that I offered her. Now, I had talked to my followers, a small circle, before I even messaged her. A couple of weeks, we had already been talking about it. So when me and I speak finally all the way fell out, I was like, you know what? I kind of felt some loyalty to him or whatever. Now I don't. So now I can do whatever I want to do and not feel no kind of way about it. Right? But that's all that I offered her. Not to take over her business. Not to do nothing. I was just going to give money for her to do whatever she wanted to do with her business because he wasn't going to give it. That's all. I didn't want my name on. Nobody would know unless she told it. And those of you that know me,
Attention messy TikTokers. Please follow on Rumble for more messy TikTok news. YouTube will remove this page for community guideline violations after one more strike. The link is in the description.